one of the themes in my channel is food. So I made some of my first videos were actually about food, like different unique approaches to making different dishes that I've developed. But another theme I've gotten into related to food is how I can physically sense how different foods affect me. So I've done a couple of videos on olive oil, how consuming a lot of olive oil can affect me, and I'll put a link to those videos. But I wanted to do a third video on olive oil because I had a new experience with it last week. So what I typically do with olive, like I'll use olive oil to cook, you know, like stir fries or whatever. Um, but occasionally I'll do this thing where I'll have like toast or bagel, you know, some kind of bread, baguette, split and toasted. Um, but instead of having like with for lunch or dinner, instead of having protein, right, like a sandwich with chicken or whatever, I'll replace the protein with olive oil. And I did this on a lark like 20 years ago, just an experiment. So I put a lot of olive oil to make up the calories, right? I'm replacing the protein calories with olive oil calories. So I put a lot on each slice of toast. And what I cover in the other videos is how I've had experiences where it induces like a meditative state for me. It's like a drug. It really is. Um, there have been other times where it almost like affects my consciousness. Like I almost feel like something's being restored in my brain, you know, like something that was missing. So, but this last week, I, and it always kicks in like 10 or 15 minutes after I eat it. So last week, my knees started to feel like warm and like fluid was moving around. Uh, and then it started to feel like they were being lubricated, literally. And and then I realized like, wow, some pain is going away. You know, some pain is disappearing. Like pain I didn't really realize was there. Not serious pain, but like, you know, irritation. And they just felt good. And it didn't last for I can't remember. It probably lasted like 1 to 2 hours. This good, really good feeling. Um, but what I do when you know, I'm affected by food a lot in that way. You know, other foods too, and I won't get into that now. But um, what I usually do when I have one of these experiences, I'll Google about it. So I did this. I Googled, and I found that sure enough, um, olive oil is a lubricant for the joints. So I'm assuming that's what it was, and because I had a large quantity, you know, I could, you know, physically feel that effect immediately, you know. Um, and I don't think it's ever happened to me before. I don't think I've felt that effect before or been conscious of it, put it that way. So I just want to mention that. And if anyone has had a similar experience, please let me know. Thanks.